when you consume yourself with so much of the world, it's hard to hear God speak. Because God speaks very quietly. God not finna yell at you. He's not finna strike down on you. God speaks to you very quietly. So for you to actually hear God, understand it, you have to eliminate the world and otherworldly distractions. So that's what I did. Nice some like colors and stuff. Welcome back to another video journal. Like I mentioned in the last one, the video journals are helpful for me, so I just talk about them out loud to the world. These aren't super intimate, just little topics that I come across with on my daily life and daily walk with God, and whatever comes to my mind, I think, you know what, this could be good for somebody else, so let me just say it out loud to the public, and hopefully somebody will hear me one day. Today I'm talking about me fasting from social media. I'm gonna talk about why I fasted from social media, how it's helping me, and will I ever go back to social media? Kind of contradictory because I'm on YouTube, but hear me out, okay? Hear me out. So, why was I fasting from social media? Let's just go down the big three: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Those are the big three. If you got any, and Facebook, but the big three is Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and then Facebook. If you got any other platform, you old and something wrong with you. If you got Snapchat still, you old, something wrong with you. So I'm gonna run down the line of how each app was negatively impacting me and why I went from it. So on a big overarching idea or reason why was I was consuming myself with so much of the world that I didn't know who I was anymore. I was comparing my relationship to other people's. I was comparing my career path to other people's. I was comparing people that's around my age. I was a bunch of comparison. You know, comparison can become the thief of joy if you let it. And I was letting comparison become the thief of joy. So that's one. Two, I wanted to embark on a new journey with self-love, but not self-love, loving God. Once you love God, you would then find out and know how to learn and how to love yourself. So on the walk with God, I don't know the story. Like I said, I'm still new, but there's a story in the Bible about somebody. I'm gonna just give it to you like this. When you consume yourself with so much of the world, it's hard to hear God speak. Because God speaks very quietly. God not finna yell at you. He's not finna strike down on you. God speaks to you very quietly. So for you to actually hear God, understand it, you have to eliminate the world and otherworldly distractions. So that's what I did, and it's been a benefit, right? So I let go of social media, and now it's not like that. Okay, not because I deleted it. Now all of a sudden I'm getting God talking to me every day. No, it's also a process with myself on having to be consistent on getting in the Word, praying, reading the Bible, journaling. It takes an effort for me to hear God talk to me and hear God speak to me. But it's a lot more easier when I'm doing it with no other distractions within the world. For example, like I said, God not finna yell at you. So when I remove myself from the world, social media, what am I consuming myself with now? So now I consume myself with the Bible. I go to the Bible app every morning. I pray every morning. Throughout my day, I journal throughout my day. I read the Bible more days than not. I'm doing more things trying to get closer to God. Therefore, I'm hearing God speak to me more. Before then, I wasn't doing that. So, and people will say, that's a little extreme because you can't run from the world. But how come you can't run from the world, but you can run from God? I ran from God. God wasn't a part of my life. So how can one run from the world? Like, I can't run from the world, but I can run from God. It don't make no sense. So yes, it may be a bit extreme, but doesn't it take, I went to the extreme measures of getting my body filled with the world to where I don't know who God is, and God don't know who I am. Like, yeah, God knows who I am, but does he know me though? Like, I would consider my relationship with God for majority of my life has been on a, what would I say? What would I equivalent my relationship to God for the majority of my life? For the majority of my life, it would be like I know him. He a good dude. Like, I know him. I know bro exists, but I don't know him. He don't know me. He also know I exist, but I never went out my way to go talk to him. I never went over there to the lunch table while he was sitting alone by himself to talk to him and see what kind of stuff he got for me. I never did any of that. I was like, know what? I see him. I know he real. That's it. That's why I'm here right now. Cause I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. I don't. I have a purpose now. But I'm talking about on this journey. I know what I was doing. So, for example, social media. I consume myself with a bunch of pornography on social media, especially Twitter. So Twitter had to go. A bunch of porn. TikTok is becoming slick porn with the get ready with me's, with even the gym content. The gym content on TikTok or on social media in general, I wouldn't call it porn, but it's a bunch of women that's in tight clothes, little shorts, sports bra. Now you can't blame a woman for a man's lustful nature. That's a man's fault. But for someone who's trying to steer away from that, I gotta be a man about it and take that out of my life. Like, why as a man, why as a human being would I walk into a situation knowing it's bad for me? That's like saying I'm gonna go in a strip club, or I ain't gonna look at nobody. That's crazy to say. You just walking into temptation. You finna spend money. You might buy a stripper some liquor. Like, you gonna do some stupid stuff if you just willingly walk into temptation, especially if you're not strong enough with God and within your faith to reject those type of things. I wasn't there yet. I'm getting there right now. I don't have to subject myself to that type of content and stuff if I don't want to. Like, I don't have to. And that's what I'm realizing within my life is, like, people are saying, you gotta get on social media. You gotta, like, this is the new real. It may be the new real, but people are also succeeding in life without social media. Like, granted, YouTube is a form of social media. So me saying that I'm off of social media while posting a video on YouTube is nuts. But hear me out. I need some entertainment. Right? You know, like, I don't like Facebook. I mean Netflix. So, like, I need some form of entertainment. So I got YouTube, and YouTube is a platform to where I post my content that's more uplifting, that's geared towards growth and faith, God. That's why I use my YouTube for it. If you look at my videos I watch on YouTube, it's a bunch of motivational stuff, Christian content, a little bit of Bernie Mac, cause he funny. But it's all I do is I post my videos for the world to see, get it out. Hopefully somebody hear it, and I go on about my day. I go on about my day. When you on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you can spend days scrolling. Now, granted, you can be on YouTube doing the same thing. Click a video, watch, scroll. So any social media can have the same effect on you. So I'm not saying that one is bad or better than the other. Just giving you my personal experiences. Will I ever go back to social media? I don't know. At this point, why would I? My life is more peaceful. I don't worry about people hitting me up out of nowhere. People asking me. I don't worry. People who know me or who want to get in touch with me have my number. People who need to talk to me have my number. Like, there's nobody that if you don't have my number and want to get out to me, it's probably not that important. Cause you would have my number by now. You can reach out to me. The people that I want to talk to and reach out to, I have their number. I don't yearn to go out and look for nobody and do those type of things. What I'm doing is I'm kind of bringing back old school. I'm bringing back old school to where you're gonna see me if I go out somewhere. So if you see me at a comedy club, at a jazz club, at an art museum, out and about at the grocery store, like you gonna see me in those type of settings. Most time, but like I don't feel the need for social media in my life currently right now. I can't speak on a year from now. I can't speak on it because if you were to tell me a year and a half ago that you would fast from social media, you would be celibate, you will be on a different path with your content creation and God, I would have said that ain't possible. How and what happened to where, like, I can't tell you what I'll do in a year from now. I can only tell you how I feel in this current state. So yeah, no social media has been good for me. I've been hearing God talk to me more. I've been hearing God speak to me more because I've consumed myself more with the word than the world. And that's the biggest thing I want to speak about is removing myself from the world and consuming myself with the word. It's a tough process. I'm still learning, but I'm learning more about God and myself than I have in my entire life. For the past year, I've been asking myself, what's my purpose? The moment that I took away social media and consumed myself with God, my purpose slowly has been getting revealed to me. People are speaking over me. People will call me and say, hey, congrats, or I'm proud of you, keep doing this. I get like, I'm seeing my purpose being revealed to me day by day because I'm actively trying to do things to figure out my purpose and not worry about what the world is doing. With that being said, I gotta watch the news to know the weather because it be cold outside and I see the sun and be like, dang, it's hot outside, and then it be cold. That's why I want it cold. But yeah, thanks for the video. Thanks for tuning into the video journal. Like I said, man, any comments, any different point of views, I'm always welcome to it. I love to talk back to y'all. But this is another series of the video journal. No social media. Try it out. Try it for yourself. You might like it. I don't know. See y'all next video though. Peace out.